Today I am super excited because I want to introduce you to a new concept. It's a new framework. It's the start of a new framework for success in horse racing, and it's called the reverse slide. And this isn't a strategy, this is a mindset. It's a new way of looking at horse racing completely differently to any way you've currently looked at it. I mean, if you think of a slide, we have these steps that go up that slide, and then we have the slide part where we fall down in a completely uncontrolled manner. The climbing is the shortest part, the slide is the longest part, and when we go down the slide we're uncontrolled, we don't know what's happening. What we want to do with horse racing is we want to reverse that. We want to have a reverse slide where we are walking up the long part. Our profits are gradually increasing steadily all the time. When we get to the top, we know there's going to be a losing streak. We know we're going to have some losses, but we want to do it in a gradual, as short a time frame as possible, and we want it controlled step by step so we understand exactly what is happening during that losing streak, and we can understand it, we can control it before we start climbing back up the slide again. And that's why I called it the reverse slide. We're going to go into that more detail later on. But in order to do this, we've got a few things that we need to do. And out of these three, we're going to look at 4 different things. And the first one is we've got to stop looking for winners. Okay, because every race has more than one horse that could win it. There are very, very few races out there where there are more when there's only one horse that could win that race. So we've got to stop looking for winners. We've got to change our focus from looking for winners to looking for contenders. We want to find the horses that are capable of winning that race. And there's going to be more than one. There's going to be 2, 3, 4. In some races there might even be 5, 6 or 7. But we want to start focusing on contenders. Now, secret number 2 is I don't want you to be scared of losing streaks. Because losing streaks happen. What we have to do is we have to understand them. And this is absolutely critical if we want to get success, because we need to understand the losing streaks. We need to understand what we're comfortable with personally, what type of losing streak we're comfortable with, how long that losing streak can be. We need to understand that, we need to take that in. And in fact, our entire strategy, our entire process of selecting horses needs to be framed around this comfort with losing streaks. Because if we're not comfortable with that losing streak, if we're not comfortable walking down those steps of the slide in a controlled manner, then we aren't ever going to be able to be successful. Secret number 3 is most bettors try and jump across the Grand Canyon in a single leap. They try to go from not profit to profit in one step. And again, you can't jump across an expanse without building the bridge first. So we've got to build that bridge first, and the foundation of that bridge on the far side of that canyon is our losing streaks, our understanding this concept of how we're going to go down the steps. And then once we've got that foundation, we need to then start building that bridge out, slat at a time, board at a time. We need to take one step at a time across it, one step at a time across it. The ultimate goal is obviously the long-term profit at the far side, but we get there by taking one step at a time. So the first step is to define that losing streak. We need to understand what we're comfortable with, and then we build on that foundation, and on that foundation we then choose a bet type that is going to keep us within the comfort zones of the losing streaks. It's going to give us a strike rate that is high enough so that our losing streaks don't go outside our comfort zones, and now we're in a place where we can bet comfortably. And when we're in this place, we can then start to develop the strategy that will achieve the amount of winners we need to be in that place, and only then can we start making that strategy profitable. So step at a time, we've got to go step at a time across this bridge, and the quickest way to get to the other side of the bridge is by focusing on these short-term goals, the goals that most people don't focus on, the goals that most people don't look at. We need to start focusing on these goals to progress across this bridge to the other side, one step at a time, because when we get to the other side, we don't want to be coming back. We want this to be a one-way journey. We want that success to be because all the way through. Now, secret number 4 is you've got to have confidence in yourself. You must have confidence in yourself, and that's why these 4 steps are so critical, because if you haven't got that understanding of the losing streaks, if you're not comfortable with those losing streaks, then you're not going to have a bet type that is going to give you a win rate that is high enough to not get losing streaks that high. And if you don't have that win rate, then you're not going to be comfortable when you hit that losing streak. When you start coming down those steps, you're going to be going down the slide portion. You're not going to be going down the steps. You're going to be flowing down the slide. You're going to be uncontrolled. You're not going to be able to be comfortable to continue following the strategy that you have developed. So we have to have confidence in ourselves to be successful. So we've got these 4 steps, and that's what we're going to be focusing on. And I'm going to be building out this framework around the reverse slide concept, and there's lots more elements that tie into it, and I'm super excited about sharing it with you, about writing it with you, because the idea for this is that it's going to be a framework that anyone can take, that you can take. You can take this framework, you can apply it to horse racing, and you can make yourself successful, because it is a step-by-step framework that you can follow. And we're not trying to leap across this canyon, we're just going to take it step by step. We're going to have the foundations, we're going to build the boards, we're going to build the ropes, and we're going to walk across that canyon until we're on the other side. No, it's not going to be super fast, but it will, if you put the time in, if you put the work in, if you put the effort in, if you understand it, it will give you that guide to success in horse racing. Now, I'm super excited about it. I would love to share more with you, so please do leave me a comment below this video and let me know.